Hey guys, Battlefield 6 is about to launch this Friday, and we will talk about where you can buy the game, what settings you might have to adjust, like drivers and motherboard settings, and some other interesting information. So first of all, you can pre-order the game on the EA app for Windows, on PlayStation, the Xbox, Steam, and Epic Game Store. You can also get access by subscribing to EA Play Pro. In terms of online key shops, depending on your country and currency, you can check website gg.deals, search for Battlefield 6, and you might be able to see a decent discount for your platform. For example, right now it looks like that Battlefield 6 Phantom Edition on the Xbox Series console is on a historic low. You can also check out the allkeyshop.com website and see what they have listed for different key shops for Battlefield 6. One of those key shops that are listed is Kinguin. As you can see, they offer Steam accounts or the EA app Intel voucher, which has been sold out a few times already. This one was actually like the standard edition was for like 45 euros if you utilize one of their discount codes on Kinguin, which is GG10OCT. And if you don't want to buy the game, you can also use GeForce Now to play Battlefield 6 on launch. In terms of troubleshooting and bug fixes and guides, you might want to check out PCgamingWiki.com, the Battlefield 6 page. They most likely will add more information after launch. In terms of how to prepare your PC for Battlefield 6, make sure to have secure boot and TPM enabled. EA posted a help guide where they go through the different steps that you have to take. Some of them you can utilize in Windows, and others you have to go into your motherboard settings. And as you can see, they have different manufacturers listed, and even a YouTube video on top of that you might want to check out. In terms of linking accounts, either way, if you got a PlayStation, Xbox, Steam account, you have to connect it with your EA account, so it's recommended to do that before you start playing the game. Another PC aspect is to make sure that you have if you have an Intel CPU, to update your Intel chipset driver, either way from the official Intel homepage, or you can look up your motherboard online and download it from the motherboard website that you have. In terms of AMD drivers, same here, you can select chipsets and then also the socket of your motherboard to make sure that you have the latest chipset driver for your PC. And the same applies for your graphics card. If you have like an AMD graphics card, make sure to update the AMD graphics card that way. Another important aspect for AMD users for RX 6000, 7000 or 9000 series is that AMD launched FSR 4.0. And as far as I've heard, Battlefield 6 will utilize FSR 4.0. And in his video, you can get to know how you utilize FSR 4.0 and what drivers you might have to change to get it to work. For Nvidia users, they just launched a new game ready driver version 581.42, which is ready for Battlefield 6. So it's recommended to update to this driver. Right after they launched that driver, they also dropped a hotfix driver version. So in case if your games may crash, if the installed game directory contains Chinese character while smooth motion is enabled, then make sure to have that hotfix display driver installed. For console users, how to turn adaptive sync on in the Xbox Series console or PlayStation 5. There are different synonyms like variable refresh rate, adaptive sync, FreeSync, G-Sync. At the end of the day, why you want to activate those settings in your monitor and in your console to make sure that you have the right setting for using the performance mode for Battlefield 6, which has 80 plus frames. They actually sent some emails regarding up to 120 FPS for Season 1 launch, so I'm assuming they continuously improve so people on console can get up to 120 frames per second. So make sure to follow the steps that you can, for example, read right here on the screen to make sure that your console is ready and your monitor is ready, or your TV. It will give you an advantage in-game because your game will feel more responsive. If you don't do that stuff, then most likely vertical sync is enabled, which adds input lag, input delay. In terms of Battlefield 6 Preload, it's available on EA App, Steam, and the console platforms. Regarding the replies, I mean, you can further customize what you want to download between like single player, multiplayer, single player texture pack, multiplayer texture pack, and most likely the moment the Battle Royale drops, you can also choose if you want to have that Battle Royale installed or not, which is pretty nice. They give you the choice. And next up, the promotional email from EA. As you can see, up to 120 frames per second. So that's what they posted about Battlefield 6. Definitely worth it if you play on console. You use that performance mode. The Battlefield 6 game servers will run at 60 Hz at launch. They also just dropped today a new community update post on Battlefield comms, which is including information about a launch day patch with over 200 changes on bug fixes, balance improvements, and stability. So that's also something to keep in mind when you want to be ready for Battlefield 6. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. For any questions, just drop them in the chat. I will add certain links, like the one for secure boot, linking the account, the drivers. I will link them in the description of the video. Thanks for tuning in, and see you on the battlefield.